Hey there, in this tutorial we are going to take a look at Genesis SEO settings. This SEO settings feature comes built in with Genesis framework when you install it. Inside Genesis tab there is a link SEO settings. When you click on it, it will open this page. As you can see, it has document title settings, homepage settings, document head settings, robots meta settings. As you know, Genesis SEO settings features is very flexible when it comes to making changes to your overall SEO related setup. For example, let's say if you are using all-in-one SEO plugin and you have already made the changes. After that, you have installed Genesis framework, and then you see this Genesis SEO settings, but you are worried about the conflict in between all-in-one SEO and Genesis SEO. Genesis will disable itself and let all-in-one SEO work for the SEO settings, and then you don't have to worry about conflict in between these two settings. So if there is any SEO plugin installed, then Genesis will disable itself and you will be able to use the theme features, and SEO feature which is inside this SEO settings page will be disabled. Now let's see document title setting, also known as doc title settings. These are site-wide settings that affect HTML doc title. For example, document title is something that you see at the top of your browser here. For example, let's say this is my site Helpfolder. As you can see at the top, it is showing the name of the blog, and then the rest of the primary and secondary keywords are missing. I have not optimized it for any other keyword as of now. And there is separator, as you can see at the top. You can assign left or right position for that here. Okay, this option tells add site description tagline to title on a home page. Where is this tagline? You can find this tagline in settings, general, and then you can see it has tagline option and site title. As you can see, I don't have any tagline, so it will be missing here. You can add any tagline for your site so that you can do this setting for your SEO purpose or any other branding purpose. Add site description tagline, and then add site name on inner pages. So for example, if I clicked this page, it should show me name of the website, separator, and then document title, right? You can assign your own separator, for example vertical separator or horizontal, or let the default take care of itself. After that, there is a home page setting. Now what you want to wrap in H1 tag? Usually you want to show the primary keyword or the top keyword for which you want to rank your site. For example, site title or site description, where you can add multiple keywords, or you want to manually assign on your own, which is with this option, homepage, document title, or meta description and meta keywords. One thing to note here is keywords are generally ignored by search engines, so you don't even need to fill any keywords here. Just type in meta description, which will be shown in Google, for example like this. Leave it. For example, let's say Genesis. As you can see, this meta description will be fetched from this field and title will be this. Though I'm not pointing to the Genesis theme framework example, but I am giving you idea about it in general. After that comes option for robots meta tags. By default, these are not selected. If you want to apply no index to your home page, or no follow or no archive, in case if you are running any membership website or website which you don't want search engine to index and make an archive in their own servers, so in such case you use no index, so no data will be indexed, no follow, no links on your page will be followed, no search engine use or whatever you call SEO value will be passed, no archive, so no data will be archived. And this is the option for Google Plus rel author. Here you can select the username. I can select Mahesh here and point my username to Google Plus profile. So whenever I write some article, and here under the title or at the end, if you have author box, then this article will be linked to Google Plus profile and you will be able to see author information. Inside user profile page, you have to add Google Plus URL here. Point your Google Plus profile URL here and save. It will take some days or even months for Google to recognize your site. Sometimes it takes few days. After that we have document head settings. These are the settings I don't want you to mess with right now, because unless you are experienced with the document head settings, you are not going to help your site in any way at all if you check them and you don't know how to use them. For example, relationship link tag, it is better to uncheck this tag unless you know what to do with it. Same goes for short link tag. Only enable them if you know them, how to use, how to work with it. Then there is Windows Live Writer support. If you are not using Windows Live Writer support tag or Windows Live Writer, then better to not select it. Then comes robots meta settings. By default, Genesis has selected these options for you. It is up to you to deselect them based on your own SEO preferences. For example, apply no index to category so that no duplicate content will be indexed. For example, category tag, author, date and search. You don't want these to be indexed because too many duplicate entries will be indexed, and Google don't like duplicate content to be pointing from multiple source to same URL or different URL and same content. So in such case, no index should be applied. Then comes no archive to entire site. You don't want this to enable because that way search engines will not crawl your site regularly. After that, category tag, author, date, search, once again you don't want them to index, you don't want them to archive. These two are the easy to understand options. This no archive will be easy as well, because you know you have to only enable them if you're using any membership site or private site, private forum, etc. After that, there is no ODP. ODP is Open Directory project. You don't want your site to be included in ODP or Yahoo directory. Then you have to set this option, no ODP, no IDR. You have to enable it only if you want Yahoo and ODP to include your site. By default, Genesis authors have enabled this option. I'm not sure why they did so, but right now I'm just going with that. But if you are unsure, you can ask about this in any SEO forum and enable disable it. I personally don't find any reason to deselect these two options. After that, there is archive setting, canonical paginated archives. Here, if you enable or disable it, then Google search will be able to figure out if there is pagination in archives. For example, let's see if we have any archive page. Sorry. By default, I don't have any archive page, so it will point me back to the start page, because I do have a plugin called 301 redirect. So if you have an archive page and you want to point search engine to the first page of that archive, where Genesis framework usually has everything from year, month, categories and recent posts, that page will be pointed, and then at the end you have to save settings. Whatever you do change here, you just have to save. And that's it. I hope this tutorial helps you, and if you have any questions or you want to say something about these videos, please do comment or share these videos with your friends and anyone who needs help.